Squad, let me know if you can hear me, if you're in the chat below. This live today, what I'm going to be talking about, y'all, is I'm 32 and I'm retiring. And my guides gave me multiple signs here. So here's the thing, Shameless Squad. I had something that I wanted to write up for all of you. I wanted to be shamelessly vulnerable with you with what I am experiencing and going through, because I am literally going through the biggest ego death since August. Some of you have been on this adventure with me for a while, and I just want to say shout out to all of you, my YouTube subscribers, my YouTube family. I'm so appreciative of each and every single one of you that are here, that's present, that has supported me on this adventure here, because I don't know where I'm going to go, where it's going to land me, all the different things. And so I just wrote something up that I felt like would authentically and shamelessly help me share my story when it comes to this here overall. So again, this is me sharing from my heart. I hope that this live truly does inspire you, and I hope that you, if you are celebrating the holidays, it is peaceful, more peaceful than Home Alone 2 on my shirt, boo. But let's talk about this. I wrote up a little bit of a letter here just in regards of what I have experienced, all the different things, and I just wrote from my heart, and I just wanted to keep it as real, as authentic, as vulnerable as possible. So it is going to take me a little bit to get through, so we got this, boo, so grab a cup of tea, whatever, coffee, water. All the things here, and I'm just going to read from my heart. So when it comes to this letter here, just what I wrote up, I started writing this yesterday, everybody, and when I started writing this, I saw 444, which talks all about dropping the ego. That's the angel number of the ego. It's about foundations, and it's all about like mind, body, spirit, heart kind of energy here. And then when I ended writing this up, it was at 555. So I'm like, oh my gosh, angels and guides are with me. And then I saw 1010 and 1111 yesterday. So the universe and my spiritual team and guidance is literally just showing me the signs to move forward with this and share this message. And I hope this does help someone out there. So I am just going to read from my heart. I don't know if I'm going to cry. I got some tissues, and I actually pulled some cards just on the collective energy right now. I have to laugh because you can't make this ish up, because it literally matches the things I'm going to say. So here goes nothing, y'all. I'm 32 and I'm retiring. It's therapy. I'm retiring from therapy. Ever since I was 12, I knew I wanted to help people. I wanted to listen to their problems and try to provide solutions as best I can. One of my biggest gifts is the ability that I have to listen, not only to hear a person, but to truly listen to their words and try to understand the underlying messages underneath them. I never thought this day would come. 2 decades later, at age 32, I'm retiring from therapy. 2 days ago on Sunday, before this work week started, I was in bed watching the new season of The Ultimatum. If you know, we love our reality TV over here, yo. And afterwards, I went downstairs to find my partner. The nerve-wracking fear washed all over me. It was stuck in my head and my chest. My body was scared. I went to hug my partner and asked him, and he asked me, "What's wrong, booby?" As I began to say, "I'm scared the fear is kicking in. After Tuesday, I won't be a therapist anymore." He said, "Well, it seems like you have a lot of mentors helping you with all of this." I said, "Yes, I do, and they're not the ones in my shoes, actively taking the steps and doing the work." He said, "Well, are you going to miss therapy?" I said, "No. It's more of an identity thing and an ego death than anything else. Sure, I love working with my clients and I want to be helping in a different way in the future." He said, "Got it. That makes sense, booby. And you are on the path and doing it." I didn't feel ready for this. Then I did, and then I didn't again. So that's the thing. We're never ready. Therapists assess if their clients are ready for feedback, interventions, or next steps. To be honest, sitting on both sides of the couch throughout my life, we never are ready. And we can use that as an excuse to hold ourselves back emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. Spiritualists would call that spiritual bypassing. Just because you are in therapy doesn't mean you're doing your work. And just because you are spiritual doesn't mean you're doing your work. I've seen spiritual people and therapists say, "I have anxiety, yet avoid conflict and do nothing about it." I've seen spiritual people and therapists say, "I have tons of fears. I avoid shame. I can't do this. And I have to repress these emotions or feelings inside of me." Yet they are in the helping field. I've seen this time and time again. And this is something where this field has a lot of work to do and be with. You are never ready, and yet you can still try. In grad school, I got so much shit for being positive. Yes, I fucking did, y'all. I wasn't the type of student to sweat the small stuff, get anxious about assignments, tests, or complain about something going wrong. There's always a solution to a problem, and you can choose to be your problem to a problem or a solution to your problem. The feedback I got from people in grad school was, oh, Jackie, always so positive, with the shaming undertone. Then I got, if you're always so positive, how are you going to help a client on their depression in a challenging way? I always believed in no challenge, no change. My program challenged me, so why wouldn't I challenge clients as a therapist to make the best changes in their mental health? Isn't that the point? Some students didn't like that feedback. The professors did. They saw I had one-liners, used sports references, quotes, metaphors, and that would be good for coaching in the future. They saw something in me I didn't see in myself yet. Some therapists use the quote, meet the client where they're at, which I used to adopt this mindset. Years ago, I attended a compassion fatigue and burnout training put on by another therapist. She said, I don't meet the client where they're at. I meet the client where they want to be. And this is something where I felt such a shift in the energy, a sigh of relief and comfort when she said this. This quote felt like coaching and inspired me again. My professors in grad school always told me they could see me doing life coaching with how I showed up. Thinking about it, I've been given the sign to do this for years, whether or not I even realized it at the time. Imagine if we did treat a client where they wanted to be, our family, our friends, or ourselves for that matter. Imagine how much growth and change would happen. Imagine how much we would personally grow if we just claimed that energy and just took action steps right away. I felt like the possibilities were endless when I heard this. Now, there's a way to meet a person where they want to be by implementing a steps, plans, feedback, and still be supportive with them. Therapists get caught in the trap of readiness versus realness. A therapist who's constantly questioning readiness will lack the authenticity to be real with their clients of what's next to focus on, reflect on, introspect on, give them feedback, and practice next steps, or have them think on these things. So here's my story of what my soul's been trying to get me to be ready for over the past couple of years. Deep down, my soul knew I was done in therapy since 2020. Little did I know, this was the beginning of the end. I'd gone through a spiritual awakening and I didn't know what that was, and nobody ever told me this. I had clairvoyant psychic dreams, claircognizant hits before they happened. There would be songs and music that I would sing and they would come on the radio. I had the clairsentient feeling of my mom being diagnosed with breast cancer and her confirming it after I said that to her. My gifts were growing stronger and stronger. I was scared. When I told my therapist later about these experiences, she brushed off my emotions as if it wasn't a big deal. She said I had magical thinking, and it was kind of a so what moment. Had I known these were my psychic gifts at the time, I would have called out that shame and been pretty pissed in the moment. Let's be real, Cancer sun over here, right? So it's safe to say, after a few more sessions to see if it could work, I left that therapist. I knew deep down my emotions were valid, but why couldn't she tell me that at the time or hold space? I questioned why she couldn't meet me where I wanted to be. More importantly, where my soul wanted to be. Challenge me in a healthy way, not a shameful way. I wish she could have seen in me what I was missing, my soul's purpose, my gifts, my abilities, but she didn't. This therapist was not providing me psychological or emotional safety, which unfortunately happens more often than not in therapy when it comes to spirituality, religion, cultural considerations, race, ability, size, gender, sexuality, and more. In 2021, these abilities were growing stronger, and I was spiritually closeted due to shame. I was scared again. Friends would reach out to me in dreams asking for help. People's kids would be sending me messages to give to their parents. I would see things before they happened. Clients' family members would be showing up in my dreams and in visions. And in 2022, I went through my second awakening. At this point, I was in my business 100% before the new year. I was so sick in bed, I could only get up to go to the bathroom. No COVID, no flu symptoms. So I'm like, WTF, what is this? And my body was physically telling me no therapy clients. It told me this for 2 weeks. This was definitely not a Kundalini awakening. When I saw a hypnotherapist, there was no cracking, shaking, and definitely not a reduction of suffering and symptoms. And that hypnotherapist gaslit me and told me that it was. And I felt like I was dying. I was devastated after taking time off to spend the holidays with my family. I cried. I felt like a failure. I was scared about money. I was afraid my clients would fire me. I felt so helpless. I called out to the universe and begged, please do not let me die. I vowed to share my gifts. I vowed to do videos on astrology. I vowed to incorporate more spirituality. I would read, learn, study, and grow more personally. The next day, I woke up. I was 100% healthy. My life was spared because my soul called out for help. From 2022 to today, I've been practicing reading, learning, and working with mentors. I needed people to meet me where my soul wanted to be. Coaching, psychic gifts, and astrology. Not shame me, rather mentor me, guide me, and teach me. I wasn't fully ready for this, but I had to get real with myself about this. I had to challenge myself in order to change. I've gotten much support. A few close family members and friends and people I don't know have been my biggest cheerleaders. That's why I'm so grateful for my YouTube channel and my Shameless squad, because y'all are so supportive here. And I've also gotten shamed, ridiculed, and questioned. I've had family members who've questioned me, the ones who've never dabbled into religion or spirituality due to their partner's religious beliefs rather than their own. I've had therapists who do and don't know me judge me about manifestation, the law of attraction, astrology, and tools, and saying that they only use evidence-based research to help clients. And if a therapist has the audacity to say something like that to another therapist to challenge them, I would not feel safe going to that therapist. Acquaintances have challenged me on tools I use spiritually and help others with. By being demeaning when they are atheists, believe in science, philosophy, have no beliefs, or are just there to challenge and be closed off to others, they just want to combat you. A majority of people I do know don't support me. Some don't follow me, but are right there when I post some sort of story, picture, or video. They creep and are monitoring spirits. The people who feel like they have to question you, your gifts in life, are the ones who need the most work. They operate from shame, anger, and fear because your light is showing they want to dim it, to energetically bring you down to their darkness. I've learned this from this experience, and I think so many other people have experienced this, but may have not learned this, or realized that they might need some words to put together with this. This person's ego gets in the way of what you identify with, which in turn, they challenge you in a healthy way of your beliefs, practices, and steps you are taking in life. And they want to challenge you by trying to energetically hold you back because they don't want your light to shine. This is also never about you. This is about them, their lack of curiosity, wanting to be right, and their projections. They recognize when you are doing something that they actively choose that they can't, be it going to therapy, being in coaching, asking for help, reaching out to an astrologer, a psychic mentor, joining a spiritual community, a group, or whatever it is for your personal growth. It's because they are not ready to make bold changes. They're threatened by that when you choose yourself, and these people can no longer control, question, or manipulate you. If or when they ever realize this, they know deep down they are morally wrong and will end up apologizing to you. So here's what I've learned. Real family doesn't question. Healthy therapists don't judge. Happy acquaintances don't challenge. And true supporters aren't creepers. I'm retiring from this. All of this. I've learned I don't need those individuals. When you kill off an old version of yourself, people who care to know rather than know because they care are not my people. I've learned to cut them off because I'm closer to the people who do support me no matter what. And this is why I'm leaving the therapy field, because I've seen this time and time again. It is a field in my lived experience that lacks readiness to make changes for themselves when that's what they help clients with. It is a field that has a lot of wealthy people with poor mindsets that operate from scarcity. It is a field that we ask our clients to personally grow, but use the excuses of being jaded, old, or that we are seasoned, so we know it all and come off as better than younger therapists and not look in the mirror and reflect on where we have to grow to. It is a field that uses email as a scapegoat rather than having money conversations with clients when therapist rates changes, modeling healthy financial boundaries in a safe space. It is a field that complains about purchasing coaching packages for opening up a business, their mindset, their health, or their wellness, y'all. It is a field that shames other therapists when they do share their lived, their learned, and heard experiences without breaking HIPAA or without even being a HIPAA compliant entity. When these stories matter and can help people in the world, and when therapists are the ones that can share a wealth of knowledge here. But this is why I choose to share my story and why I'm retiring from therapy. It is all on a continuum, which I cannot discredit therapists who are doing their work. And I thank those therapists that have supported me on this adventure. I appreciate you. I commend you. And I thank you for the hard work you consistently do and be with yourself. May you be better for your clients and your higher self. Thank you for the growth, learning new modalities and therapy theories that aren't working or aren't helpful to clients, and may you find the right ones. Thank you for investing in yourself, personal growth, and for my business owners, your private practice. May you find the help you are seeking and the resources you are looking for. Thank you for putting your money where your energy, aka mouth, is. Not just doing the talking, but doing the walking and taking the steps and always asking for help for yourself, just like our clients would and do. To any therapists who question if this field is right for them, just know I am sending you a big hug and I'm here for you. Never hesitate to reach out to me and seek guidance on your path with this. It is a process. The universe will show you signs. It has shown me many signs and synchronicities with this ego death in 2024. In January, it was from a tarot reader. Your third eye wants to be opened up bad. In March, it was me saying I'm only taking coaching clients on. In April and May, it was therapy clients stop continuing services. In June, when I saw a psychic, they said, stop doing therapy. In July, an astrologer said, Jackie, you're a psychic medium. You're in Neptune land. You're going through your transits here. And if you don't do certain things in your business where you incorporate spirituality and sex and coaching, just all the things with your psychic abilities, you could get an autoimmune disease because it's a very Neptunian, mysterious disease here. No pressure, y'all, right? No pressure. So over the summer, my YouTube channel, Shameless Squad here, has been growing stronger and people loved what I am doing. So thank you all for just being here and the energy exchange that you give to me and that you receive from me. So the universe has a funny way of showing you, hey, this is no longer meant for you. Wake up to your soul's purpose. Wake up to that right relationship. Wake up to that right career. Wake up to that right people. Wake up to the right community. Wake up to those right friendships. I'm grateful I learned this lesson in many different ways. So this live is really dedicated to anyone that's scared, fearful of the unknown, or making a huge change, or just wanting a sign that things are going to be okay. Here it is. I'm giving up something I've worked 9 years towards in my life, and I've been practicing for the last 6 years. I'm giving up my income to be in alignment with what feels right for me. The fears and shame I previously had held me back, and now my intuition outweighs any of that, and I'm trusting it. The thought of, am I crazy to give up my income, has changed to, sometimes you have to give up something great in order to get something better. And when you operate from love, your soul, and alignment, the money always comes. I don't know how it's going to work, and I know the universe is going to catch me. It always does. People may think I'm crazy, and I know it's the crazy ones who make their dreams come true. This is what staying shameless is all about. Things are going to be okay, and I stand in faith and not in fear. So thank you to everyone who supported me with this. I appreciate this. I love you, and stay shameless, Bill. This is something where it had been so hard to write that stuff down, read that stuff out loud, just cry, and also say goodbye, because tomorrow I won't wake up as a therapist anymore. I won't. And that's what staying shameless means, is allowing yourself to pivot. So this is where I'm really doing, coaching. I'm going to be doing some group coaching offers in the future. I'm doing psychic medium mediumship, channeling with my reading. I'm doing my tarot reads and my astrology. I'm still helping people with sex and relationships, absolutely, at a capacity where I don't feel like I have to be inauthentic to the person that I am when I show up in spaces with clients. And this is something where I'm very excited about this, and I appreciate everyone's support in this too. I also find no irony when I'm doing this live that it's during Mars retrograde and Capricorn rising over here. That's affecting your girl's 8th house, which is about cutting off some sort of like investment of financial resource, whatever. So it was just wild looking at the astrology with this week. But right now, it's also a time to reflect on the past and cut things off that no longer serve me personally in my career here, at least when Mars is in Leo. If you haven't watched those videos astrologically, go back and watch them. I did 2 of them under the videos tabs, Mars and Leo's retrograde, what we're experiencing now, as well as what that's going to look like for sex and relationships, fortunes in the future, and just in general for astrology here overall. So I'm just going to check in with the chat overall. Hi, Cyan. Hello, Shin. Hello, and everybody. Hi, Chris. Hello, Kai from Germany. Hi, Paya. Yes, say it. Chris says, you are awesome. Keep growing. Paya says, love that. Sometimes you have to be crazy to manifest your dreams come true. And, Paya said agreed, or Chris said agreed. I love it. And, I decided to pull cards on my energy just for this, but also for the collective of like, what is the collective even going through? And so I pulled cards from my Cosmic Insight deck. And so I just want to tell you all, this is what's going on. And it's just, you can't make this ish up, y'all. You just can't. But I just want to tell you some other things. Over the next couple of months since I've been doing the astrology videos, you are going to see this energy in the collective. You are going to see the energy of the number 6 of harmony and healing surrounding us all during this time, especially with Mars retrograde. Mars goes direct on February 23rd, meaning that's the time where more decisions are going to be clear, but you're going to see people acting, erratic, angry, aggressive, also people just taking action depending on the placements in their chart and how it's aspecting. But the number 6 is all about harmony and healing, and retrogrades are about going within. Now we have the number 9 astrologically in the 9th degree in the first 3 months of the year during Mars retrograde, I believe it is, or no, the numerology, excuse me, for 2025, which really is a potent time. The first 3 months with this Mars retrograde, second, like 2 to 3 months, with closing up major cycles before the astrological new year in Aries season. So the number 9, don't be surprised before Aries season if you see people, stepping into the highest version of themselves, leaving a job, leaving a career, starting their own businesses, breaking up with people, letting go of toxic people in their life, cutting off friends, family members, relationships. Like this next couple weeks, especially the week of Christmas and the holidays, the astrology is not the best. And it literally shows people cutting off people during that week with aspects, with conversations here. So this is something that I just wanted to share. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing here, Shameless Squad. And I just wanted to be vulnerable with you. When I shuffled out my Cosmic Insights deck, whoever needed to hear these messages, they're beautiful. It legit just matches the things I wanted to share with the collective. So I just love this. So definitely share this with anybody who needs to hear these messages, okay? But the first card out of my deck, my channeling deck, you are stepping into your winning season. The people that doubted you will be reaching out to you soon. Hashtag watching your glow up. And that's what I have felt with these monitoring spirits, around me. There's so many people out there. If any of you are on social media and you got those creepers, but they aren't followers and they just like come to your account whenever you post, but then they consciously choose not to support that, it's like the energy of these people won't choose to support you because they were never meant to. Then we have this person loves to talk, and take no action. Spirit sees this and how you are doing the morally right thing. Hashtag karmic justice. So those of you that are actually stepping into your purpose in life, and you can have multiple purposes and your purpose can change absolutely here, right? If you are doing this, you will be receiving this karmic justice. So it's not talking about it. It's about being about it. It's being active, and it's about doing it here. And Spirit, Universe, Source, whatever you believe in, literally sees you living from a higher energy level and not these low, dark energies of like the red, if you've ever seen the emotions through the body here, like the shame, the anger, the guilt. That's pretty down low. And spirit sees you like moving up and up and up and up and healing yourself and working on different things with this harmonious energy around you. And because of that, you're going to be reaping some rewards. So I'm excited for whoever else aligns with this. And then we have this person uses their fears to keep themselves stuck and play it safe. Let them. And this is the energy of like me feeling and noticing some people, you know, and I talked about this as therapists in the therapy field, as spiritual people in, you know, spiritual coaches, businesses, whatever. I called this out in this like little love letter to the world that a lot of people will be so afraid to actually do and be it with their shame work, their healing, having a better life, just doing something to personally grow on themselves. Sometimes that fear holds us back, and then we are stuck in that. And when we don't actually move through it, sit in it, feel comfortable in it, and expand and stretch that comfort zone, it's like people are literally blocking their blessings by fears. Like an example might be, oh my gosh, I want to go travel to, you know, this country, and I want to do a solo trip by myself, but I'm so afraid that I will never actually do it because I don't want to go alone here, right? That is a way a fear can legit hold you back here when it comes to some of these things. So pay attention to anybody projecting their fears onto you, displacing them onto you during this time, especially through the end of this year. We have the last week of the month here, a square in the sky astrologically, which is not really a great time to it's a tension, so it's causing some frustration, some irritations with people and dynamics. So don't challenge people. Don't give them the energy, especially that second week. Let them stay stuck, and you'll be going through your glow up, and they'll see it. And then the bottom of the deck, literally, shut up. This is shit I wrote in this letter. People are going to think you're crazy when they don't understand your dreams. It's the crazy ones who make their dreams come true. So congratulations, collective. These are not just the energies for me. I pulled on the collective energy here. There's a wish coming true, and you are killing off an outdated version of yourself in order to step into a new one. Level up. So the universe sees what you are doing. The universe sees you growing, and the universe sees you flowing. And I like this. And the more you actually move towards your divine purpose and alignment here, the more you're going to be rewarded. That's what it is in this next year, astrologically, spiritually, and everything like that. This is top of the deck here. We have sometimes we learn lessons from people we like the least, and sometimes it's important to be triggered to heal a wound that you didn't realize was there. Don't run, hide, avoid, or block. Ask why this person is triggering you or the situation here, okay? This is a lot of people who will run away from their healing, run away from feeling better, run away from their emotions, and rather than this person actually owning and holding themselves accountable, they will always run and hide. They operate from a younger, childlike, adolescent mindset rather than being a grown adult in these types of situations here. And sometimes it's because you might have pointed something out in them. They want to run away from this and not actually move forward on working some things. So if this is you or other people triggering you triggering people, like just simply be with that and notice it. And we have someone is talking down to you like a child and trying to assert their parenting privilege, #parentism. So I was going to say that top of the card deck was literally related to another card in this deck, and it's this one. The example that I use is when people have talked down to me who have kids and have said certain things to me along the lines of think about what you did, or I'm going to pause, or no, you shouldn't be doing that. And they talk to me like a child here. I don't respond to those people anymore. I don't give them that energy. I don't give them that satisfaction. I walk away. And unless they actually think about what they did here and how they were using some sort of ism, be it age, be it parentism when I'm not a parent and I'm still an adult, I am not a child, they can learn that lesson here. And sometimes you might trigger that in them. So remember that. So everyone in the future, this next week, I'm just going to be seeing whether or not I'm going to be doing lives. I have some cleanup at the end of year with business stuff here. So I'm not going to lie. I'm going to allow myself to really flow and, process my own grief and loss with this ego death, this identity here, not bypass any of my work because I'm going to be that person who practices what she preaches over here. But this is something where I wanted to let you all know and say thank you for your support on my channel. Thank you for listening to these lives. Thank you for listening to, the podcast episodes with me and Paya, our lives that we've done together. Thank you for the zodiac readings that you support me in. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the energy giving. And thank you for prioritizing this channel because it would not be here if it weren't for you. So right now, readings are closed through the end of the year. StayShameless.com. Like I said, if you want to be able to look into a little bit more about what I'm doing, be it coaching offers, be it psychic tarot readings, be it psychic medium channeling reads and astrology reads, then StayShameless.com is my website. Definitely check that out over there. And if you like this video and me sharing my story here, please send it to someone who, might benefit from it, be it the words of wisdom, be it the journey, be it the whatever. And don't forget, and always, always, always like this video too, and hit subscribe if you are new. And if you are not signed up, make sure to go to StayShameless.com and join my newsletter to get updates first, because I have some very, very, very exciting offerings that I'm working on right now too. So again, I'm going to potentially pause on reads for this week. Reads will be back next week here overall. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, and then taking some time off around the holidays. And I've got a lot of content that I've been working on for all of you astrologically. I know previously I've done sex education videos, mental health videos, and for me, I've just also done these vlog videos, and I am literally just playing and allowing myself to flow with this too. Tim says, thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you so much for being here and saying that and holding space. And for everyone else out there that is either watching this or the live replay, definitely let me know about how you're feeling with, be it the cards that came out, be it any messages that stood out to you, be it any shameless reminders that you needed to hear too. But I just want to say thank you all so much. I will see you all next week is what I'm thinking. Thank you for all the love and the supports and the likes, the shares, the comments. I'm grateful for all of you on this channel. I can't believe there's over 3,500 people. It's wild, y'all. Like, I was trying to get to 1,000, and the fact that there's like 3,500 on this channel, like, I love each and every single one of you, and you all are so amazing. And thank you for all the hearts too. So as always, stay tuned for more. Turn those notification bells on to see when I come back, and stay shameless.